Hello, hello, Chalkin History friends. It's Shelly Kallach. How are you guys tonight? It is Wood Cutout Wednesday. We are going to go over a couple different wood cutouts that I have available for you. And then we're going to do a quick project. All right. Say hi as you guys are hopping on. I am going to make sure we are live. Say hello. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There we go. I think now we're on. Let's see. Let's just see here. Hold on. Say hi, guys. It is Wednesday. We have made it to the middle of the week. Okay, just a couple more days left. And then I have a mission this weekend. I have got to get so many things done. Let's see. All right. All right, let's get down to it. All right. Pretty sure I turned that off. All right, comment wood. All right, as soon as that pops up, we're gonna pin that. There you go, guys. Comment wood. If you need info for the wood cutouts that I am about to show you, these are not, they are not the wood cutouts that you, or the digital files or cutouts that you can find through Chalktour. They don't have cutouts for these transfers that I'm going to show you. So comment wood for more info. All right, let's go. Take that away so you guys can see everything. Let's go through a couple. This one is the Oh Christmas Tree transfer. All right, so you will get, this will be the tree that you will paint and then chalk on, paint, stain, whatever it is you want to do, the star, and then Merry Christmas. The star, once you get that guy in there, he will snuggle right onto the top of that tree. Okay, so he should fit in there. So if it doesn't fit, you know, if you keep turning it, it'll eventually, it will definitely fit the top of that tree. Okay, so that's Oh Christmas Tree. This guy's side here. Okay, the next one is the Boo Basics. This transfer I think is going to be a lot of fun, and I actually want to do it on a shirt too. So these are the cutouts. Okay, you can get the Boo, the bee with the spider. Okay, that's that guy. The pumpkin for an O, and our ghosty for an O. And then I also have an option with no spider. So you would just chalk it, just the plain B. This option, I would probably say if you're going to use our 5 by 12, the refillable frames, I would probably use this B for that. So it'll be listed a couple different ways on when you go to purchase it. I have the cat with his fishbone, trick or treat, the broom, the Halloween with the bat upside down. Now when it came to the ghost, I did just a solid guy. I thought he would be cute just on a, I don't know, just a little ornament or something like that. Or you could do, I'm not sure I like this option. I may do the solid with the mouth cut out. I'm not sure I like all those are all the little twinkles that are around him. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Tell me if you like that. Tell me if you like the solid, if you want the solid with the mouth and eyes cut out, or if you like the couple little sprinkles there. And then Hocus Pocus, same way. I'll show you what it looks like. So I have this option. Okay, pretty much just the background, a little bit of the words cut out, or I see how you have a little star there. It kind of picked up a couple little special pieces there. So tell me if you like it plain or do you like the little sparkles? Tell me how you like that. All right, but this is the Boo Basics. Put this aside. And then we have Pumpkin Spice and Jesus Christ. This is a great t-shirt transfer. I also think it would be a really fun sign. I also feel like this cutout itself would be a lot of fun. Excuse me, a lot of fun just to have this cup. You could put it as just like a little tier tray thing. He's a good size. He is about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's a little over 7 inches tall, okay? So that's what the pattern looks like. And then that is all the cutouts. So you have the pumpkin, you have the sleeve, and then you have the actual cup. All right, so 3 layers to that guy. That's that guy. And then we have Christmas Market. Here's the transfer. I like that one. I really like this. And I think just having that alone would be pretty. I also feel like if you just did this alone, if we put holes, maybe like somewhere here and here, just to hang that as just like a little piece of decor for your wall, if you have a nice little spot for it. I'm not sure, can't remember the measurements of this guy. If this guy is 12, he's probably about 10 inches wide, so he probably will be a little too big for our 9-inch surfaces. But let's just see. Let's see if he fits on our tag. All right, this is our door tag, the new chalk spot. Yeah, he's a little bit wider, but I don't know, that kind of looks fun too. Just how it hangs off the sides a little bit. I think that would be fun too, to put the cutout on one of the chalk spots. So that's the Christmas Market. Let me see one more thing. No, that hangs upside down. Okay, I was gonna look at a different wood sign we have, but the holes are on the top and it hangs differently. So I digress. Christmas Market. Again, go ahead and comment wood and let me know which one you're interested in. And then the last one we are featuring today is the Merry Christmas Tree. I just love how, look how that already pops out of that tree. I just think it's kind of fun. I'm going to use the cutouts for this transfer. And we are going to do it on our 18-inch shiplap board. Of course, we'll spin it. Although, you know, everybody does shiplap sideways. I might just go against the grain and we'll do it up and down, I think. I think I might just do something different. I think I'm gonna go outside the box here and do something different. So let's put this guy aside for now. All right, let's get this guy out of the way. And we'll get this open. Okay. Take the protective packaging off here, and I am going to save this back piece that they ship it on, because I think this is great for coloring on if I'm using some smaller pieces and I don't want to get my surface dirty, or if I want to cut it up and use it for shipping the wood cutouts that you guys are going to want. So I'm going to save this, so we'll put that aside. I always save those. I love saving those. What do you guys think, guys? Should we do it up and down, or should we do it the regular? So horizontal, or should we do it, I'm sorry, that was vertical, or should we do it horizontal? What do you think? What do you think? So somewhere around here, a Merry Christmas will sit. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good where it's placed here. Maybe a little bit higher. That's about where it's gonna sit. So do we do it that way? Or, so that's pretty much in the middle. Or do we turn it and do it this way? What do you guys think? What do you guys think we should do? I kind of like it up and down. I think I'm going to just go against the grain and we're going to do it up and down. Now, first question, where is my wax? We're going to want to wax our board. I like to wax our board. I don't know what everybody else likes to do, but I like to wax the boards. So I'm going to do that. And when I look at it, it's a tree, right? So it comes out this way and then kind of goes that way. So we don't necessarily have to do the entire tray, or board, I should say. But we're gonna kind of go in that direction. I'm just applying it right now, and I'll smooth it out more as I get satisfied with what I got here. Okay. I get the majority of it, I'm happy. Hi, Sandra. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. I know, right? I kind of feel like we're going to go against the grain today, literally. Actually, we're going to go with the grain today. We're going to see how this turns out. I think it's going to turn out lovely. All right, let's put this aside. Let's decide. I would like to do, I'm gonna get our forest. That is one of our En Vogue colors. So we're gonna do forest, or ivy, I'm sorry, ivy. And then do you remember wild lime? That was a long time ago. I think I might blend in some lime. Definitely wanna do cherry. And then we need a bark. We need bark. Where's my bark? Bark or espresso? Let's see, this is bark. That's bark. This is espresso. I think I'm gonna do bark. I like espresso. Hi, Mary. You like this one. This is bark. I think I do too. I wish they would come out with a color that matches this wood. It's kind of like it's kind of like between dune and camel, and yes, I could probably mix them, but why would I want to do that if they would come out with one, right? All right, so I think those are the colors we're going to go with. Then we have to decide, because the Merry Christmas is bigger. It's a little bit bigger. It's going to have a little bit of an edge to it. It's a little bigger than the actual transfer size. So do I want to make that? Do I want to make it white? I'm trying to think. Let me think. We could stain it. We can try to stain it and then do red on top. Like, what if we stained it? This is up in smoke, so that's kind of a gray. This is our tobacco road. Maybe we can get it light enough to look like that. And then we'll do the red on top. I think that might be a plan. Might be a good plan. Okay. Let's do the actual transfer, and then we'll do the wood cutout. Thank you, Mary. The shirt I make, yeah, I know, the winter bird one. I love it. I love it too. Okay. Gotta find my marker. I swear, just things grow legs and they just move around. They just move on me. Nothing ever stays put. I was gonna write on the back, but it's okay. Not sure how an orange Sharpie can get lost. Oh well. Okay. Let's get this guy off. All right, we are not going to fuzz him because we waxed our board. Okay, so we're just gonna take that off. Set that aside. Don't throw your backers away or anything. These are reusable, you guys. You can use these, oh gosh, a good dozen or so times, even more. Just take really good care of them, clean them, dry them, put them back in their packaging, and you'll have them for a very long time. Okay, this is the exact size of our 18-inch board. So let's go ahead and flip this guy. Be careful. It is sticky because we did not fuzz it, and that's okay. Like I said, we waxed our board, so that will help with the release. Just flatten that out. Look at that, like magic, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna kind of go off to the side here. You want to make sure this is nice and flat against whatever surface you choose. Okay. And then gently, you guys, gently, Okay, well, I'm not gonna use that pointy end because that would not be gently. I'm gonna just kind of, wherever I have a design hitting these grooves, I'm gonna kind of just press that in a little bit, okay? If you get the paste in the grooves, it's okay. If you don't like them in there, you can make sure it's dry and then you can kind of chip them out. All right, and then that. Okay, cool. Let me see. Let's bring this over. So this is the Merry Christmas. Like I said, it's a little bit bigger than the actual transfer pattern. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's gonna look so cool. So cool. All right. Okay, I'm gonna do the tree. Let's do we could do the bark. I was gonna do like snow down here. Let's see. I don't wanna do grayish. Can't do white because like white's not gonna really show. We could do shimmer gold. I was gonna say we could do vanilla. Where's my vanilla? What's this? That's Dune. That's not vanilla. Where's my vanilla? That's white. That's bright white. Where's my vanilla, you guys? Here's my vanilla. I'm gonna do vanilla. And I just saw this the other day. Oh, we're gonna use diamond dust. Eek. We're gonna try some diamond dust. That'll be the last thing we do, because then what we're gonna do is sprinkle that on there, let it dry a little bit, and then we'll flake it off. Okay, we got a lot going on today. All right, let's get my trunk done here. So this is bark, and I'm gonna kind of fudge my way through this here. Kind of make my own trunk where I feel like it's ends and begins. All right, so I'm just kind of spreading it a little bit here. And then I definitely want to get that excess off. And then I'm going to lift that part. I don't know if that's the root or part of the snow, but it's now part of the root system. Okay. All right. Done. Done, done, and done for that one. We don't need bark anymore, so we can kind of get that out of our face. Let's go ahead and just lift this part. Okay. There is our... Let's see, I am getting crowded in here. Let's get that dried up, and then we'll put it back down. Like I said, if it gets in that crack, just let it dry. And then eventually you could just take a toothpick and pick it right out, or our detail tool that I have here. All right, so now we'll put this back down. Okay, just don't press that part down. Again, let's go through the seams here. It's not cutting anything. Okay, we're just trying to put that back down because we picked it up. Okay, I am going to actually chalk the Merry Christmas, but you won't see it because we're going to put the wood cutouts on top. Okay, so let's get our ivy. Okay, let's get our ivy. And then we're going to get our wild lime out because we're going to kind of sprinkle that in. But for the most part, we're just going to have a nice dark ivy tree. Okay, so I'm just chalking it in green. And I'm going with the green of the board, okay? Don't go that way. That does increase chances of that paste going in those ruts there. All right, we're gonna get the wild lime out here shortly. Oops, I gotta watch how far I go down here. You don't want green snow. You know, they say to stay away from the yellow snow. I'm not sure about green snow. I don't think I would trust it. Okay. That would be questionable. Okay, let's get a little bit more here. Kind of go around that brown. Trunk. Okay. Make sure you get all your excess off. Again, just be careful at the bottom here. Okay, put that there. I'm gonna grab some lime here, and I don't know what I want to do here. I think I'm just gonna kind of mix it in a little bit here. I'm just going to kind of do some smearing. We're just going crazy with it. We're not making any rhyme or reason to it. Don't do this at home. I am making a mess. A little bit more over here. Okay, we need to get this guy off. Oops, okay, this is dirty. Do not mix it with anything else. And we need to get this off, so let's put our dirties over here. Okay, let's pull this guy down. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. We need to hold this up. You don't want to fold this down because you will get your transfer dirty. Let's get this dried off. Isn't that beautiful? I like it with the up and down. And then all we have to do is the snow left, and then we have to do our Merry Christmas in red. What do you guys think so far? I like our hearts. I love the line in there. Okay, I think for the most part we're good there. So we're just gonna let this roll back. Okay, we're not gonna press it down. Now we're gonna work on our snow. So let's get our vanilla out. I suppose you could use white if you're gonna do like this diamond dust on top. If not, you probably want a color that's not the same as your board. Let me get my, I'm gonna open this over my garbage can. Sounds like it could possibly make a mess, and it is. Okay, ooh, this is gonna make a mess. Look at how pretty that is, it's sparkly. All right, let's do this. Gonna use vanilla. All right, now I am gonna I'm gonna leave, you know, a nice thin layer on there. But I'm not going to worry about getting too much of my excess on because you kind of want it a little thicker. All right, so we're going to go up next to that bark. Like I'm pressing down. I'm just not taking a whole lot too much more off. All right, let's make sure I got it all, because we want to do this right when it's wet. Okay, let's put that back there. Put that there. Okay, let's remove this. All right, so you can barely see it, which is fine. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. And wherever it's wet, I think you can see just a very little bit of a, like it's kind of like it does look like vanilla bean, like ice cream, that color. Okay, and I'm just kind of sprinkling. Like I said, you could have used white if you're gonna cover it with something like this. I think this would also be pretty on the tree. So if you wanted to do that, when you put the, when you're chalking it, and after you lift it, then I would definitely do it while it's wet, just kind of sprinkle. put a nice layer on here, because then I'm going to kind of just pounce it down with my fingers a little bit so it sticks. And I'm not going to get my tool to clean that up or to blow it dry, because that will go everywhere. So we are going to let that dry. First time I ever used that, you guys. First time. How fun is that? All right, let's carefully put this aside. I'm gonna move my wet transfer over to my sink real quick. All right, then we're gonna move this out of the way. Okay, I got a garbage can next to me, so I just put it on top of the garbage can. Let's play with this now. So let's see, what did we say? We were gonna stain this. So we got, not Tobacco Road, yes, Tobacco Road. The other one is, can't remember the name of it, but if it's more of a natural color. Let me see, I just had it. Let me see where I put it here. Oh gosh. This one is called Au Natural. Let's take a peek at this one. Clearly I have not opened it yet. I don't think it's dark enough for our, definitely not dark enough for our board. So I think we're gonna start with Tobacco Road and see where that takes us. Now I'm gonna make sure this is on tight. Grab a glove here. Shake it up really well. Okay, let's open that up. Now I'm just gonna get a paper towel. And we're gonna see if we can get close to the color of MDF, because that's the type of wood they use. So I'm gonna kind of just squirt a little bit of that on. It looks really dark. We'll see. Let's start with the M. Kind of pounce that in a little bit. Okay. Don't know if I want to put anything underneath this or not. I probably should put something underneath this. I think this might work, you guys. This might be just enough to make it look like MDF. I think so. What do you guys think? I think it looks good. Yeah, I think it does. Okay. So easy to stain. I should probably put a glove on the other hand. I feel like I'm gonna get all messy. All right. Okay, we got our M. Okay. Don't want to put it on too heavy, so that's why I'm kind of blotting it off, trying to blot it off here. Guys, I like this. And it looks so warm and just rustic. I think my paper towel is falling apart here. Sure, there's a better method to doing this, not using a paper towel, but you know, you do what you gotta do. Notice I'm kind of holding this down because there are, I wouldn't say weak points, but there's, you know, when you're working with wood cutouts and trying to do an outline, there's going to be points that maybe aren't, you know, as solid. So you want to make sure, you know, that you don't accidentally rip them apart. Gosh, I remember when I first started with wood cutouts, the wood was, oh my gosh, not good quality. And then I found a really good quality, so I'm really happy with the wood I get. Yeah, I don't think it's a birch. I think it's stronger than a birch, honestly. I'm going to get another piece of paper towel here to finish this. What do you guys think? I'm loving it so far. So far, so good. I wonder, it's one of these guys. This was a recent find, these little, they're lip gloss applicators that I found, or I think I saw just on Facebook somebody was using them. I'm like, oh, that's kind of handy dandy, but maybe not in the staining purposes. I don't know. I don't think I like it for staining. Not for staining. For painting, yes. Staining, no. Now this stain is also buildable, so like you could do one coat, let it dry, come back and do another coat, and it just keeps getting darker. But we're just going to do the one coat. That's all we want. Just the one. Hey, Kathy. Sorry, just looked over. How are you? Thanks for sharing. You are appreciated. So much, so much. Gosh. I just want to share with the whole world. However, the algorithm just doesn't agree sometimes. But I appreciate you sprinkling and sharing with your friends. Okay. Okay, there's our Merry Christmas. Now, we are going to take this off. Let's close this up. Wipe that up just so that it don't get dirty next time, or it doesn't spill or something. You know, something could go wrong. took my really good glue upstairs, so we're gonna have to start our hot glue gun. Get that going. Yeah, there we go. Get that cooking. I am good, thank you. All right. Now we're going to get, what did I say? We're going to do cherry. Cherry. Oh, let's see. It's candy apple. Okay, now we're going to do cherry. I was just trying to see if I was going to double think myself. So what I'm going to do is, we got to grab the transfer. Forgot about that. We got to grab the transfer. I'm going to dump the board. I'm going to dump that stuff in the garbage. I'm not even going to try to save whatever is not stuck. So let me do that real quick. I'm going to grab my transfer and then we'll chalk the words. Oh my gosh, that looks so fun. All right, let's do this. All right, put this aside. I'm also going to wash the transfer just over the words because I don't want green mixed with my red. So we're gonna kind of do this. Do that there. Okay, let's wash this up real quick. See if we can make this work here. Now I want to make sure it's not wet when we go to use it, because we don't want to reactivate. Well, I guess our other thing is not chalked yet, but you never want to put a wet transfer back on your designs because that could reactivate the paste you just did. Grab some wipes here. Start wiping this up here. I'm just going to kind of concentrate over the Merry Christmas part for now. I could do the whole thing. I'm not going to worry about staining. I just didn't want to do the red on top of the green. I think it would have not been a good mix. So we'll get off what we can without worrying too much about staining. Okay, we're gonna turn this guy around. Back side. I think I hear my timer. My dinner is ready. Late dinner tonight for me. been busy, running around all day long. And it's one of these days where I don't like, my husband had salmon, and I do not like salmon. So I said, I'll do my own thing. Okay, I think we're good. Again, it's not gonna be perfect. We're just getting the majority of that green off. There we go. All right, now I'm taking a paper towel to the sticky side real quick. Let's kind of try to get off some of that excess moisture. Let's wipe our mat down here. Okay, now we're going to do the top side. I just didn't want any excess paste sitting in that mesh. We're almost to the end. My gosh, that tree looks so good. I love the sparkles too. Okay. It's just sticking to everything here. All right, one more time on the sticky side here. I feel like it's still wet. Okay. Let's bring our wood back over. We'll worry about the second. Let's get this. I'll kind of wave it so it kind of air dries a little bit. Okay. Oh, pretty close. I did not wax it. We are not going to wax. We are just going for it here. It keeps wanting to stick to that bottle. Where that sits. Let's see it. Sits nice up there. It's a little off on the word Christmas. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Merry first, and then we'll kind of shift it a little bit. Let's get the M in there. Ow. Oh. Yikes. You guys, I am dangerous around these hot glue guns. Ouchie. Okay. I feel like Mary looks pretty decent. All right, let's see what we have here. Use this one. All right, my cherry looks a little like it's drying up a little bit. Let me kind of rejuvenate it here. I'm going to kind of mix it off to the side so I don't splash. I use bottled water, or sometimes I'll use refrigerated water. Oops, filtered water. You can use distilled water, just don't use tap water, because tap water has a bunch of sediment in it and just different minerals and that kind of thing. So you don't want to mix that in there. All right, we're getting it mixed off to the side here. Getting it back to its creamy, dreamy self. So you can see it's more workable. Okay. All right, where's that squeegee? And we're going to do the word Mary first. Kind of feels a little weird when you're chalking just like the letters. Just take your time. Make sure you get that excess off. The M is good, so I'm going to just do the M here. Get that excess back in there. All right, so like I said, I think I just need to shift a little bit because by the time I get to the C, it's a little off kilter. So let's see how the Mary part turned out, how that. Okay, gotta get the rest of this. Okay, try that again. Looks like maybe some of the green is stuck in there, that's why it didn't. Let's do the top of that. R. You can always color that in, no problem. Worst case, if you do not want to chalk it, you could just color the wood cutout as is and leave it as is. So here's the Mary part. Here's our M. I think I'm going to do the A and the S because I think those look pretty good lined up wise. So let's get this paste. And if I had to do this over again, I would probably say you may want to wax it just because it was, we did use the stain, so I'm thinking it doesn't quite appreciate the stain. Let's get this stuff dry. What I'm gonna end up doing is, I like the lines and the letters, so like I said, you could either paint the cutouts entirely, or you can use the transfer. Just make sure the transfer is nice and clean. I think I may have rushed it, so let's put that over there. Okay, did this turn off? It sure did. Okay. All right, let's realign this part. It's nice that our transfers are somewhat translucent so I can see what the heck I'm doing here. All right. All right, make sure those are down. Let's get our paste here. If you're still with me, thank you. If you comment the word wood, because you want any of the wood cutouts that you saw me talk about in the beginning, I will reach out to you with information. Done. Get that excess off. Okay. Let's see how we did on the rest of the letters here. I have to say, I do kind of like, it's kind of spotty. It looks so rustic. There we go. I'm gonna put this on my sink, so give me a hot second here. Let's get this dry and applied. Actually, I'm just going to probably put it on top just so you guys can see it, since my battery for my hot glue gun just went out. Let's see, I don't think I even have my wood glue down here. Oh yeah, I do. We could use our wood glue. Let's bring our board back over. Oh my gosh, can you see? Let's see, can you see the sparklies right down here? You see it? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Okay. Let's do the M first. Use some wood glue here. The problem with these kind of things is dried up glue gets in there. And then you can't use it. So frustrating. Thank you, Kathy. All right, so we'll have to clean that. But what I'll do is one of these guys. I like these little lip things. They're pretty handy dandy. So I'm gonna just dip that in there. And we'll just kind of spread that on. Sometimes I don't like using hot glue anyways because it kind of raises your wood cutouts. You know, I kind of like them flattened. So I'm just spreading some wood glue here. Okay. Let's put the M in place. That down. Ooh, it's gonna look pretty. And I'll tell you what, that Tobacco Road, if you guys are looking to match this MDF color, Tobacco Road, that's the one to go with. That is the one to go with. Okay, let's turn this over. Guys, if you need anything at all, just say, hey, where can I find this? Where do I get that? And I will let you know. Paint this on here. And I like a wood glue that dries clear. This dries natural colors, so this one will dry like the color of the wood. But I normally like to get the dry clear one. That way if it kind of oozes out, you won't see it. Almost there, guys. Almost, I promise. Almost. There we go. So it's Wood Cutout Wednesday. If you go back to the beginning of the video, you'll see what wood cutouts we have available at the moment. Comment wood if you want any of them in particular. I'll contact you personally. You won't get like a robot response. Okay. Let's put this guy down. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that. I love it. What do you guys think? Tell me, do you like that the shiplap is up and down? Do you like that it's vertical? Or are you a horizontal shiplap kind of person? I'm gonna try to get this. Oh, there it is. See, look how that dries around there. Ugh. So gross. Should not happen. Up and down, so you like it up and down. You know, because everybody does shiplap sideways. For this instance, I think I love it up and down. Trying to get this, oh my gosh, look at that chunk of glue that was down there. Crazy. All right, so that's all cleaned up. That will work now. Tighten that up. And I'm gonna try to move some stuff out of the way so that we can push it here. So you can see the whole thing. Can you barely see the snow down there? It's so sparkly. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys, I love that you joined me tonight, and I appreciate you all so much. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.